Okay, so once you have your template made and all cut out nice, now you're going to make multiples of it. And you need to make at least 25. So that's going to be the absolute minimum. Now, that doesn't mean that 25 gets you automatically 100. That's the absolute minimum, right? So the absolute minimum is typically for like a C, okay? So there's other things that will go into that decision, like how well your design is, do you have anything extra, all right, so I'm gonna trace this at least 25 times, okay? And I'm not going to do that on video because that will take a long time, won't it? So what am I using here? I'm using something a little bit thicker than paper, but you can still use paper if that's all you have at home. Paper is just a little bit harder to work with because it's just a little flimsy, but it's fine, because we're just this is our mock-up is what we're doing. So I'm gonna trace this triangle 25 times at least. I may do more. And then I'm gonna come back in and I'm going to decide that do I want to add texture to one side? Do I want to add color to one side? And that actually is kind of what I want to do. So I'm going to kind of cut this circle, this triangle in half, and I'm going to delineate one side with texture. So obviously I'm not putting this texture in because this is a pencil, but I'm just going to use little circles to delineate that that's going to be the side that I texture. And then I'm going to glaze the other side with like a color. So I'm going to look at my colored pencils and find a color that I like, and then I'm going to color this side with that color. Okay? So once I get these all drawn out, at least 25 of them, then I'm going to color them in and put the texture. So I'm gonna have texture on one side and color on the other on all 25 of mine because I'm doing repetition, right? So I wanna repeat it multiple times. I'm doing repetition with color. I do have one larger one here, and I'm going to make one larger one just in case I want that to be the focal point of my necklace. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna cut that one out too, just to see. Okay, so the next step after you make your template is to design. So to trace out all your multiples and then put your design on. Do you want color? Do you want texture? Is it going to be just smooth and plain? What is it gonna be for you? So do that part, and then you're gonna cut all those out till we get to the next part, okay? Thank you.